Hey everyone, I gotta say these gravel logging roads are pretty great in the rain. The gravel ones anyways, because they're not slippery and all the potholes are filled in with water. And as you're traveling, the water can't move out of the way in time, so the tire doesn't fall into the hole. You're kind of hydroplaning over them. So it makes the road even smoother. See that? You don't even feel these big potholes because they're filled with water that doesn't move out of the way in time. But the roads that are actually dirt are horrible. Giant ruts, and they're also very slippery. You start fishtailing if you go over 20. But the gravel roads filled with potholes are a lot of fun because you don't feel the potholes. You just go right over them. Well, unless you're going really slow and allow the tire to fall into the hole. Nice rainy day. Perfect temperature. 43 out. Not too cold, not too hot. These culverts are pretty new. I actually stopped thinking that was the clog, because you see all that stuff built up, but nope, that wasn't. This is the pipe right here, and as you can see, not much. Just one simple log in there. That's all it was, and that will lead to a bigger problem. Now, just removing that one little log, I'm sure that definitely increased, probably at least by 40%. Checking out another pipe here. Yep, got a few things in it. And as you saw a minute ago, just a couple little things will really cut down the capacity. And that's coming out over here and off into the woods. Got a small buildup at this culvert. Gotta get over there. This one's just some rocks that fell in here. And when they're moved out of here, they'll be able to drain back this water. It's because the embankment, when they poured it, was too close, so it fell right on in. Just increased that flow a lot. So now all this is going to drain out of here. Let's go check out the other side. There we go. All gone. This is one of the roads that's slippery. It's more mud than gravel. By the flow coming out of here, I thought there would have been a clog, but the reason it's coming out so fast but going in so slow, it's at a hump, so it's actually installed in a U shape. This place looks like a great area to bring a canoe. Take a look at all that. That's the logging company's red shale rock quarry, and they're using it on muddy areas, and it looks kind of pretty. And this is where they're spreading it. Doesn't that look nice? A red gravel road. It's not a good place to slam on your brakes though. Shale rock is the worst as far as being sharp. Got some seagulls on the bridge. This culvert doesn't have exceptional flow, but I think it was hit by the snowplow in the wintertime, not being deep enough here. That makes sense, right? The blade coming by broke it. Because that looks like a total break all the way around. That doesn't look like a joint. I just want to check on this culvert here. It doesn't look to be clogged just by passing by it, but I'm noticing here in the road these large ruts. These ruts are caused by water here crossing over. So I think during the heavy rain, this culvert couldn't handle it, so it started crossing here. That might be a clog, or it might just be too small to handle it. See a lot of moose prints. Way too small. That's way too small of a pipe, isn't it? It's actually pretty substantial. It just appeared small because most of it's under the water, but it's not in any hurry to get out of here. I bet it's collapsed. Just the way the end was misshapen. That tells me it's a cheap culvert. Don't even know where it's coming out. Well, that's the problem. I just spent some time. I can't find where it's coming out. It's just seeping out of somewhere. Unknown location. The grader buried it. So that's why that's happening. These kind of roads are terrible. The loggers put logs across the road, and then they pour dirt over it to try to get rid of all the mud. It just makes it so bumpy, and it's muddy anyways. Look at that, the ground is so wet. It's following my tire track I just made. Check out what's happening here. After years of neglect, this road's drainage ditches are filled in. This one is still working here for the meantime. This one's completely filled in. So now the road is the lowest part, and that's now acting as the drainage ditch. This drainage ditch is almost full, but right here, it reaches a little bit of debris, and the debris here is sending it over into the road, contributing to erosion. Look at all the water following the tire tread I just made by pulling over. And down here the culvert is working fine. For all this water anyways. Not on the road. So this water is just sitting here and meeting back up down here with the water that's making it through the culvert. This road's not really being used anymore. I'm the one who had to cut this up.